What's up, everybody? Joe White here, rolling along US Highway 29 this morning. And I got to tell you guys, um, go the speed limit, please, out here on the roads. I got behind two cars this morning where the speed limit was 65 miles an hour, and these cars are going 54. One of them was on a cell phone. Please stop using your cell phones out here. It's dangerous. I use a hands free Bluetooth headset out here. You can get them in any truck stop here in America. They'll cost you about $100 for a cheap one, and they're well worth it. Anyway, rant over. This past weekend was funny. I went to the beach this weekend, and I'm sitting there on the beach, and there's seagulls everywhere, and people were, ducking and dodging the seagulls, and then all of a sudden, all these white seagulls around. There was one black looking like raven or crow mixed in with them. And I took a picture of it and put it on my Twitter and put it on my Facebook page. Um, the night bird is following me everywhere. Can't get away from it, even when I try to take time off. So let's run down what's happened the last few days. This weekend, we had SmackDown. Very, very good SmackDown, I thought, with AJ Styles and his fake retirement angle with Cody Rhodes. And it was beautifully done. Beautifully done. Um, and then you go to, they had the QR code there for Nightbird, which pretty much said more to come. And then you got the WWE hack over the weekend. A lot of people are discussing that image that was up on WWE.com. And they're discussing the figure itself, but they're not really discussing what's behind that figure. If you go to watch those videos of where that hooded figure is like moving their hands and stuff like that, you got to also look at what's behind it. It's sitting in front of a lake. It's sitting in front of like a body of water with trees and mountains behind it and everything else. It's outside. It's not inside of a cave or inside of a sound stage or nothing like that. Um, so that's worth noting, I think. And then we go to Monday. We got the QR code Monday. Lots of stuff revolving around the Firefly Funhouse. And Wrestling Days brung up a point that I want to talk about. In that QR code, if you go and look at the shatter image, it talks about the circle being broken and they were set free and they are real and all this. And Wrestling Days seems to think that it's having to do with the puppets and the puppets coming to life. And all I could say is I hope not. Um, I don't want the puppets to come to life. Now, we have seen real life representations of the puppets. We have seen, when Bray Wyatt came back and returned at Extreme Rules um, a couple years ago, they had real life representations of Huskus and Mercy and Ramblin' Rabbit and, you know, Abby the Witch and the Fiend. And then even had representation of Burnt Fiend with the burnt mask sitting on the commentator's table. And then Bray made his return wearing a version of the Uncle Howdy mask. Um, so I don't want to see that again. I really don't want to see that again. Now, if it's just masks, if it's, clearly says, hey, that's Joe Gacy wearing the Huskus the Pig Boy mask. That's Dexter wearing the Loomis, the Ramblin' Rabbit mask. Stuff like that. Mercy the Buzzard is, well, we already got a sheep's mask with Eric Rowan. I don't see him straying from that. But if it's just them wearing a mask to the ring and they're wrestling in their normal, different ring attire, I don't need to see Nikki Cross out there wearing a bride dress, a black bride dress every day. I don't need to see that. And it just reminds me that, hey, this is Bray Wyatt's universe. This is the Firefly Funhouse. It's not Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't want to see these puppets come into life. The puppets were all in Bray's mind. Let's kind of keep it there, you know? Um, and then we go, to Raw Monday night, and I told you guys so. I told you. Give me a yes, you were right. Joe was right in the comments because I told you guys for weeks now. The Liv Morgan storyline is the simple fact that she told Rhea that she was going to take everything from her, not just the title. And that includes Dominic. Now, I'm not a big fan of Pat McAfee. I find him I find the man annoying on his on his podcast where he's always standing up. The man never sits down. It's just, dude, have a seat, you know? And people can say, oh, it's energy, energy. I don't care. It's annoying. To me, it's annoying. Um, but the part where they did the replay of the Dominic Live interaction from Monday with the, oh, look at his eyes are pointing here, and now his eyes are darting over there, and now, oh, she ran his hands through the mullet. And look, let's zoom in. There's a smile. He likes it. Mikey likes it, you know? Oh, I'm a fan of that. I did find that pretty funny. Um, but I will say that I will say that I'm curious to see where this is going to go. I don't want to see the Judgment Day completely split up, but it looks like that's where they're going. Damian Priest is going to go off on his own. Um, and then I think JD and Finn are going to go off to be a tag team, which is sad because I really think Finn Balor deserves another singles title run, a world title run. Maybe we'll see Finn versus um, Damian down the road. Maybe we'll see that as early as SummerSlam. I don't know. Um, but I do think that when they go to Clash at the Castle and he fights Drew McIntyre, that CM Punk, those Scottish fans, I hate the fact that this pay per view is in Europe, but I get it. Um, with the AJ Styles Cody Rhodes match, it looks like they're going to run that back, maybe either at Clash at the Castle or Money in the Bank. Um, but I mean, at least Money in the Bank is in Toronto, so that's kind of in North America. But I hate the fact that that match is going to be in Europe again. I really can't. I really was turned off their first go around with Cody and AJ by the uh, French audience. I thought it was flat out annoying with their stupid chants and songs and nursery rhymes and all that mess. You're at a soccer game. You're not at you're not at a soccer game. You're at a pro wrestling event. So, but SummerSlam will be in Cleveland, so we'll have that to look forward to, and then we don't know really where. I think they're doing Bash at Berlin right after that or right before that. Um, anyway, I think that at Clash of the Castle, those Scottish fans, go ahead, have your chants, have your little nursery rhymes, because at the end of the night, you are going to be heartbroken. You are going to have your dreams crushed, because I firmly believe at this point we haven't seen them. We haven't seen them really since Backlash, but I firmly believe CM Punk is going to cost him that title. Now, whether we see him or not in Scotland, I don't know because hold on, one second, guys. Anyway, guys, they, I firmly believe I don't know if CM Punk is going to be there because they could do something as oh, CM Punk's music gets played, and that distracts Drew long enough to lose the match. They could do a CM Punk run-in where CM Punk attacks Drew McIntyre and Drew wins by DQ, but he does not win the title. They could do any number of things, and it's going to be very interesting. I don't think Drew McIntyre is walking out of Scotland with the world title. I don't think he is. I think that you're going to end up seeing CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam, And I think it's going to be non-title. It's just going to be a good old-fashioned grudge match, which is all it needs. And I'm starting to think we're going to see Finn Balor versus Damian Priest for that title at SummerSlam. The Judgment Day is imploding little by little. So who knows what is going to happen between now and then. But I firmly believe CM Punk is going to find a way to screw Drew McIntyre out of that match. And if that happens, oh my God, those fans, they are going to crush all of those fans over in Scotland's hopes and dreams, and I'm gonna love every minute of it because all you could chant all your nursery rhymes, you could chant all your damn stupid soccer ball songs and all this. I just don't get it. I don't like it, and I you know I don't like it at all. I just don't like the European crowds. I think it's disrespectful. Anyway, folks, I'm gonna get off here. Those are my thoughts on Raw. Those are my thoughts on CM Punk coming back. Nightbird. We've gotten a whole lot of stuff going on. But this week is going to be crazy. We got NXT tonight. Um, I don't think we'll get a QR code tonight, and I don't think we're going to get a QR code at Heatwave or Battleground. I get Heatwave and Battleground mixed up. Battleground. It's Battleground. We're not going to get a QR code there either. I think it's pretty much, as my GPS talks to me in the background, it's pretty much a definite now that those QR codes are for Raw, SmackDown, and PLEs. Do I think they should start ramping up the QR codes? Yes. As we lead into it, I would like to see more stuff happening. The countdown is on. We're only 2 weeks away from the 17th. So, anyway, folks, we'll see you down the road.